no video of him. We've been joking he's the Loch Ness Monster, just images briefly. Yesterday, he talked. He seemed to do fine. So here is Jordan Love, the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers, a talented kid. I said, when you see him in college, there's something there. He's got a big old arm. He's got some Mahomes to him. He's been there a year. It's the Packers. It's one of the biggest franchises in American sports. Here's Jordan Love talking.
Are you prepared to be the quarterback week number one?
100%. Obviously, this is a time where I'm getting a lot of extremely valuable reps that I might not have been getting in a normal circumstance. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I was drafted here to play quarterback, so I'll definitely be ready week one.
What was it like working with Aaron last year?
I mean, it was awesome. Not a lot of people get to say they were able to sit behind the MVP of the league. He's been in the league a long time. He's learned a lot of things and seen a lot of different things. So, he has a lot of knowledge, and just being able to be behind him and try and soak up as much as I could, definitely very valuable.
Yeah, I'd let him talk. He's good. I don't know why you were keeping him under bubble wraps. He's fine. But it's interesting. So, in the NFL, got to be headed in one direction. The noisier you are, the worse the team is. Just always works that way. Green Bay is in a weird situation where they're trying to develop Jordan Love slowly and appease Aaron Rodgers. And I asked Greg Jennings this question yesterday. Are they hiding Jordan Love? That's what it looks like to me, or am I being too harsh?
Well, no, I don't think that they're hiding Jordan Love. I just think that they're not allowing him to become the face of the Green Bay Packers. I think that's most of the reason why we haven't seen Jordan Love out in public, in front of the cameras, speaking up, because it's really not his team. They don't want to send that message in terms of how Aaron Rodgers would interpret it and say, oh, so it's his team now.
So my takeaway on that is it's basically like having a mistress and she lives with the family. Honey, I swear I'm committed to you. She's just down in the basement. So you got Jordan, who you're now letting talk. I mean, all the stories are Jordan Love. And then you got Aaron, but you want to make sure you don't offend Aaron, according to Greg Jennings, because that's not the message you want. This is why we say you probably got to rip the Band-Aid off. By the way, when you rip the Band-Aid off, hurts briefly, heals quickly. So, and I'll say, I don't think it's a PR battle. I think that's all nonsense. This whole thing comes down to, can Jordan play? If he can play, there's not even an issue. If he can play, and I don't think they'll determine it in minicamp, but at the end of minicamp, if they feel good about it, they're going to start taking calls on Aaron Rodgers because they can get 3 or 4 or 5 picks and a good player. So, I think to myself, you're doing two things here. Here's the future, and here's the guy that will probably move. And they're going to be, can you imagine how many times Jordan Love is going to be asked about Aaron Rodgers if he's a holdout? Can you imagine? Everybody's going to be walking on eggshells. So to me, at some point, you got to rip the Band-Aid off with Aaron. I still contend do it in season, but I mean, I don't know. Aaron, I honestly had no idea what that kid sounded like. I
never heard his
voice. And I was just like, oh, he's good. All right, we're ready to go. He's going.
He was very poised.
Yeah, very poised. Not the easiest questions. Are you going to be ready week one? Yeah, you draft him here. I'm ready. Playing behind Aaron's great. But it's you are walking this tightrope where everybody's walking on eggshells, and if you get asked about Aaron, it's awesome, it's great. Nobody wants to offend him, and the fan base. It's just a lot of anxiety and a lot of tension. At some point, you're going to have to rip a Band-Aid off here. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But he always heals quickly.
They've already been through this before.
Yeah, and it was fine. And by the way, Aaron's first year, they were 6-10. It's okay. It was not great for a year.
And you moved up in the first round to get him, so you knew that this was coming anyway.
Yeah. Aaron's first year was a losing record. A lot of stats, but they went from a championship level team to a losing record to being very good again. We've gone through this. It'll be ugly for a year. No question.
I mean, unless he's terrible, it might not even be that ugly. He has great pieces around him.
Oh, no, it's tremendous.
They were in the NFC Championship
And they
game
last 2 years, they've drafted 6 offensive linemen. 5 are developmental. 1 will start at center eventually. Star receiver, star back. Yeah, I mean...
if he's average, they'll be good.
Oh, if he's average, they will be a wild card team. If he's better than average, they'll win the division.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the pain. Aaron went 6-10, and you were fine with it. So to me, by the way, I can make an argument. Now's the year to do it because the Lions have a new coach and a new quarterback, and the Bears are going to be starting a rookie quarterback. I mean, you could make an argument. If you've ever wanted to start a rookie quarterback in that division, this is the year. I mean, Chicago's starting a rookie. Lions got a new staff. It's going to be a clunky division. It's going to be one of the weaker divisions. This is the year to give Jordan Love a role and build some confidence. And by the way, the Packers' early season schedule has both, I think, the Jets and the Giants. I could be wrong on that, but no, that's Denver's schedule. That's my bad. That was my bad. Ryan Holland's podcast, The Opinionated Seven Footers, 10 years in the NBA, 9 different teams now joining us live. And I say 9 different teams because one of the things I talked about Chris Paul today, he gets drafted to a team that because of Katrina has to play in another city. That he goes to a tanking team. He goes to the worst owner in Donald Sterling. And then he goes to Phoenix, and they were a bad team. And I don't think we value how hard it is when you're bouncing around to bad owners and bad teams and natural disasters and in Green Bay. Folks, it doesn't matter if they're divided. It doesn't matter. There is one issue here. I'll get to that in a second. It doesn't matter if the fans are divided. But Colin, the Packer fans own the team. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's the tooth fairy of pro sports ownership in America. It says on the certificate, it's got no value and it's non-transferable. The fans own the team assumption in Green Bay. They don't. If you can't sell something, then you don't own something. You don't own the team. It has as much value as that employee of the month plaque you won 24 years ago when you were in high school, paying your way to parties, right? You worked at Burger King, got an employee of the month plaque. That's what that plaque means. Who cares if the fans are divided? It doesn't mean anything. This is not about a PR battle. This is all about if Jordan Love can play. If he can, the PR battle is irrelevant. Let's say it is about the PR battle, and Mark Murphy wins it, the president of the Packers. He wins the PR battle. Aaron holds out. Aaron holds out, and the fans are, "You stink, Aaron. We love Mark Murphy." And he wins the PR battle. And Aaron holds out and doesn't play, and Jordan Love stinks. Slow clap. What does Mark Murphy win with that? A third-place trophy in the NFC North? He wins nothing. If Mark Murphy ticks off every fan who thinks they own the team, but they really don't, in Green Bay, he trades Aaron Rodgers for 3 firsts, and Jordan Love, by about October, is slicing it and dicing it. He wins. This is all about Jordan Love. It's really no longer about Aaron Rodgers. It's not about Aaron Rodgers anymore. Aaron's leaving eventually, now or later. This story is all about Jordan Love. Yesterday was a very good day. He was composed, speaking, very composed, very confident, and he was very good on the field. Yesterday was as good a day as Green Bay has had in the offseason. Yesterday, this whole franchise now, who gives a rip about PR? It's not even about Aaron Rodgers. It's not about Mark Murphy. It's about Jordan Love. Dude can play, everything's solved. And yesterday was a great day if you're a Packer fan, because he stepped up to the podium and he answered questions about Aaron, had to kind of walk around that little landmine field. It was great. And he practiced. Oh, he was really great. PR is irrelevant. Mark Murphy's irrelevant. Aaron Rodgers at this point isn't that relevant because he's leaving. We got a divorce here, right? We know the divorce is coming. It's now or a year. Aaron's not going to be here in 4 years. Aaron could be on Jeopardy in 4 weeks. So the PR stuff is completely overrated. Don't believe any story that says that. Jordan Love has the future of the Packers. It's in his arm. That's all this is about. All right.